Hey players, so a podcaster and her husband are now deceased after her stalker broke into their home and murdered them. So the podcaster is 33 years old and she had a podcast about how to get a job in tech. Her husband Muhammad was 35 years old. He worked as an Amazon software engineer. So according to reports, 38-year-old Ramin, who was a truck driver from Texas, broke into the couple's home in Redmond, Washington, which is about 15 miles northeast of Seattle, through a broken window around 2 a.m. Friday morning. The woman's mother encountered him but escaped and went to the neighbor's house to call 911. When officers arrived, they found the woman's husband with a wound to the chest. He was taken to a hospital where he passed away. When they went inside the home, they found the podcaster in the bedroom, deceased, along with the gunman, Ramin, who died at the scene of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Apparently, the stalker got to know the podcaster because of her podcast, and they spoke on an app called Clubhouse. She told police that the interaction between the two quickly became sinister when Ramin started calling her 10 times a week, sending gifts and flowers to her home. He was also calling her husband, leaving 20 messages a day, and he was also contacting her friends and family, and he had told her that he was going to send a jazz band to play love songs to her outside of her home. She first contacted the Redmond Police Department in December about his actions, and she followed up in January because his actions had intensified. Authorities said that they believe the couple did everything they could to try to protect themselves from the stalker. They bought extra camera equipment for their home, and then on March 3rd, a judge granted a temporary protection order against the stalker and set a hearing for a full order. At the hearing, Ramin was not present, but he was ordered to surrender his weapons. When authorities tried to serve him with the protection order, they were unable to locate him because he lived in Texas and he also worked as an over-the-road truck driver. So the police chief said that this is the absolute worst outcome of a stalking case. This is every victim, every detective, every police chief worst nightmare. Of course, here at the Black Accurate News, I'm sending my condolences out to the families of the victims. It is just so very sad. Her mother was there when this happened. Luckily, she escaped. This is just so sad and so very scary. Speaking as a person who has had her address shared here on the internet, thinking, hey, there could be a person that's out there that would like to take up their grievances with me and it end up in a situation like this. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mova for the Black Accurate News.